Hi, Maria here. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm excited to share with you the fragrances that I literally cannot stop sniffing. These are like, I basically crave them. Like all of these, I crave them. If I had my druthers, I would just wear them all the time, especially a couple of them. Like a couple of them I cannot put down. I'm just basically addicted, so I can't wait to share them with you. But before we get started, if you haven't subscribed, just go ahead and hit that button. Join the Weird and Wonderful family. It would be awesome to have you part of the community. We are an amazing bunch and you need to be a part of it. And without further ado, let's get into this. Now, before I get started, Rose Forever New York sent me a new bouquet over and I wanted to share it with you. So this is what it looked like. I decided to go with the domed. I think it's called the domed 35. They have this one in a few colors. They have lots of different styles to choose from. So there's like a flat hat box with roses just in the box. They have square, they've got round. They've got different colors of velvet, different finishes on the boxes. They've got plexiglass boxes with little trays in them, and then a plethora of colors. So this to me is, I think, my favorite so far, just because it looks a little bit more traditional. The cool thing about these is they are going to last for over a year. They're guaranteed to last for a year. I've seen videos where they last for 2 and 3 years. I got these ones gifted to me in April of this year, and they look exactly the same. Like, I don't know if you can see, but they look like they look just still brand new. I don't know what the sorcery is that they use, but they last beautifully. They're not preserved using chemicals. They use essential oils. So if you have a loved one that enjoys fresh flowers, but you don't want to be buying them all the time because it gets pricey. Now these are fairly pricey, but when you consider the fact that they're going to have them for at least a year, it kind of makes it a little bit more justifiable. I have a coupon code for you in the link, so feel free to take advantage of that if you choose. I think that they're beautiful. Like I said, lots of different colors, shapes, sizes, amounts of roses. You can get a single one. So considering Valentine's Day is just right around the corner, this might be a good option for you if you're interested. Check it out. The other thing that I noticed about Rose Forever New York is they are very, very quick in the shipping, so you'll get it quite quickly. And the way they wrapped it, like I was worried about this shape coming. Like the other ones have the hat box on top, but being this was domed, I was worried that it may get broken up in translation, and it didn't. The way they wrapped it was so incredible. There's just no way that any damage can come to it. So really, really appreciate the way they handle the product, the speed in which it arrives, and the beautiful selection. Moving on to the fragrances. The first one I'm going to mention, I'm mentioning it kind of like this because I've mentioned it so much, but I have to be true. I have to tell you guys what fragrances are just rocking my socks off. And the first one is L'EXTASE by Nina Ricci. Seriously, like I cannot believe that I gave 100 ml bottle. Like my friend Lori gave me 100 ml bottle because she didn't like it to me, and I didn't like it at the time and I gave it away. And then 2 years later, I smell my friend Hesse's and fall in love with it. And so I bought myself a little 30 ml. But I love this. It's classy, it's sexy, it's sensual, it's raspberry and rose is primarily, but heavy on the rose. It's a little bit mature, so it takes a little bit to get used to. But what's cool about this one is as it dries down, I get this delicious caramel note coming out. So it's like a jammy rose. Absolutely beautiful. So this reminds me of she's a very classy mom. She's quite rich and put together. And she has she always dresses very nice. She wears kind of a loose blouse. It's open a little bit, like maybe a little bit lower than this one with some gold chains. She's very soft and feminine, but very sensual. There's like this kind of secret behind the eyes, almost like a Mona Lisa. She wears L'EXTASE by Nina Ricci and she smells freaking awesome. And seriously, I can't get enough of this one, for sure. Next fragrance I cannot get enough of is Italian Cello by OAKCHA. Now, this is the dupe for LIRA by XERJOFF, like from the Casmerati line. And LIRA, I am in love with. Now, I have the OAKCHA version, so because I'm so addicted to LIRA, I'm just using this. But if I had my choice between getting the actual LIRA and the OAKCHA version, I would just get the actual LIRA. They're very, very close, very, very close. I think that this is around $50 Canadian for a 30 ml, and for $100 Canadian, so it's double, but for $100 Canadian, I can get a 30 ml of LIRA. So LIRA is just a hint better in my opinion, plus it's the original fragrance. So I think that I would go with the original if I could get it on a deal like that. That said, this is an excellent dupe. The longevity is good on it. It is good. It's not exact, but it's pretty darn close. But I like LIRA just that much more. But this is what I have for now, so this is what I'm using, and I'm absolutely loving it. Smells like a smoky lemon pound cake, even though it doesn't have lemon in it. It actually has orange and lavender. I'm just in love with it. Like, seriously, I love it. It's cozy to me. It's grounding. I like putting it on in the evenings, especially because it just feels relaxing to me. So Italian Cello by OAKCHA or LIRA by XERJOFF. Now, this combo is just absolutely spectacular, and it is Angel Muse by MUGLER with Angelic ELIXIR by DUPE. This is the dupe for Angel Share. I really, really enjoy this combo. Like, I just think it smells like, it's just intoxicating. Like, it smells so good. This is boozy. It's kind of like a boozy, liquored up apple pie. Yeah, a boozy liquored up apple pie. Why doesn't someone make something like that? Like, why don't we make apple pies that are slightly boozy? Ooh, that would be so good. Anyway, that's what I get out of like the Angel Share DNA. But then the Angel Muse, like, it's just, it's dark, it's sensual, it's got patchouli, there's some hazelnut spread in there. There's some grapefruit, so a little bit of tartness. So they work really well together. These are two massive powerhouses. It's in a recent video, I said you got to be careful in layering two powerhouse fragrances. These two work amazing, like so phenomenal. But I also just can't get enough of wearing Angel Muse on its own. Like, I love this fragrance. And even though it's rich, it's sensual, it's very patchouli heavy. But I just find it so grounding. It almost settles my stomach somehow if I ever feel a little bit sick. This is a fragrance, even though it's very sweet and potent, that I can wear, and it kind of grounds me and settles me somehow. So I absolutely love this fragrance. So glad I have it. The two together, beautiful, beautiful combination. This would be like a night on the town type fragrance. This is just kind of like whenever I want to wear it because I want to feel cozy and delicious, I'll put on Angel Muse. Although this is a powerhouse, so you got to be careful, you know, wearing it to work, maybe not the best idea. Next fragrance that I literally cannot stop sniffing is Empress by SOKI London. So this is her first release. SOKI London is a YouTuber. If you haven't checked her out, feel free to check her out. I'll have the link down below. And all these perfumes are always linked down below. This is delicious. It's got strawberry, it's quite floral. I just think it's absolutely beautiful. There's some peony, I believe, in here. I think there's pear as well. I don't get the pear at all. What I get is the rose, and then there's this wild strawberry note. Definitely get that wild strawberry. Comes across just ever so slightly green with this delicious juiciness in it. I absolutely love this. There's a popcorn note in this as well. I think there's a vanilla. I don't get a ton of that popcorn, but I do get a depth. And so sometimes I find the popcorn creates this depth, and that's what I feel like I'm getting in this. Lots of people get a lot of that popcorn note. There's toffee in this as well. Again, like, I don't get a whole ton of toffee, but there's just a beautiful sweetness in this. So I really enjoy wearing this. It's fun to wear. There's quite a lot of patchouli in this one as well. I can see a lot of people feeling like this is more of an evening style fragrance. For me, it's an anytime style fragrance, but I can see this being considered quite sexy because of the fruity sweetness to it. Really, really enjoy it. And the last fragrance, I mentioned it in my last Can't Stop Sniffing, and I try to mix it up, but I have to mention it again because I'm that in love with it. Like seriously, if you haven't sniffed this, you need to go sniff it because it's amazing. And it is IDOLE Nectar. Now, first of all, I can't get enough of this bottle. Like I could stare at the glorious holographic goodness forever. Like, look at that. It's just so gorgeous. So anyway, what I find so amazing about this one, like seriously, I sniff it. If I want to rub it on my nose so I can smell it all the time. Like seriously, I love this. So I like IDOLE. So the IDOLE line, it's okay. I've smelt the original IDOLE. I have a travel size of it. It's a nice watery rose. I like it. Would I buy a full bottle? No. The IDOLE Aura, I don't even know if I really sniffed it. Like I can't even give you an honest, thorough review on it because I don't know. Oh, I definitely haven't ever worn it on my skin, and it was just kind of okay to me. But this one, as soon as I smelt it, I'm like, I have to have it. Like as soon as I smelt it, it was love at first sniff. This is me in a bottle. This is shining, colorful light bursting forth out of juiciness. This is me in a bottle. Like seriously, I love this. It's happy. It's energizing. It's feminine. It's jubilant. And I just love it. So this is relatively simple in ingredients. It's got like 3 different roses. And when you first put it on, you go, oh, it's just IDOLE. Like, you know, but then there's this caramel and popcorn and vanilla that come to play. And to me, the rose starts to just sweeten up more and more, and it feels a little bit fluffy. I've said it before, it reminds me of a big peony-esque rose. So like a rose that was as fluffy as a peony and as sweet as a peony mixed with rose, that's what this reminds me of. I smell the popcorn, like as it dries down, the popcorn comes out, the caramel comes out, the vanilla comes out, and it doesn't like get sickly sweet because the rose keeps it light and fresh somehow. But this is just the happiest fragrance. This is, you could wear this all year round. This, like I've said, gives me compliments. I can't stop wearing it. I can't stop talking about it. I love it. Like I love it. Like, look at that. Like, I'd like to wear it around my neck as jewelry, like earrings like that, like whatever. I just love I love the color in it. And to me, yeah, this bottle reminds me of me. Like, it's just colorful, bright, sweet, happy, juicy. I'm actually rather brooding. Never know it. But this, like in my happy place, this fragrance is 100% me. The other thing I love about this is that the longevity is excellent on it. So really, 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 like I'm so thrilled with this fragrance. This is top for me right now. So absolutely, this is number 1 as far as addicted, can't stop sniffing, but they're all really amazing. What about you? What can you not stop sniffing right now? Please leave it in the comments. I would love to know. I'd like to again thank Roses Forever New York for sending that beautiful bouquet. Check them out if you're interested. And other than that, I hope you have an amazing week and we'll talk to you soon.